Welcome back to Bipolar Talks, your mindful space to understand the complex experiences of living with bipolar disorder. If you're new here, this channel dives deep into the lived realities, science, and emotional truth behind bipolar and other mood disorders. So take a breath, settle in, and let's explore this together mindfully. Before we begin, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this episode with anyone who might need to hear it. Your support helps this content reach more people who are trying to understand mental health, either their own or someone else's. Today's episode is called Understanding Mania, When the Brain Runs Too Fast. And yes, that title says it all, because mania isn't just feeling good or being energetic. It's a state where your mind is firing at lightning speed, often faster than your life or your body can handle. Let's take a deep dive into what that really means. Let's start with the basics. In clinical terms, mania is a distinct period of abnormally elevated, expansive, or irritable mood, lasting at least a week, or requiring hospitalization. But lived experience? It's much messier than that. Mania isn't just being in a good mood. It's the brain in overdrive. Think of it like a car engine pushed far beyond the red line. For a while it seems powerful, unstoppable even. But eventually it overheats. And often it crashes. You might feel euphoric, like you're on top of the world. Or maybe just intensely irritable, like every minor delay is a personal attack. The key is that your thoughts, your energy, and your behaviors start to move at a pace that doesn't match the world around you. Does this sound familiar to you or someone you love? One of the hallmark features of mania is racing thoughts. Imagine trying to watch 10 TV shows at the same time, all with the volume on. You're flipping through channels every few seconds. You can't focus on one thing. Ideas come fast, brilliant even, but before you finish one, another has already hijacked your attention. People often describe it as feeling like their brain is on fire with ideas. Suddenly, you're making connections no one else can see. Can feel intoxicating, almost like a superpower. But that mental speed comes with a cost, like speaking so fast others can't follow you, or jumping from one topic to the next mid-sentence. Have you ever had your brain feel so on that sleep, food, and rest felt like unnecessary interruptions? Another symptom? Grandiosity. You might feel like you're chosen, like you've cracked the code of the universe. Like you don't just have a good idea, you have the idea that will change the world. And maybe you could, but mania tells you that you already have. You may start projects with immense ambition. Writing a novel overnight, planning a world tour, launching a business with no capital. In the moment it all seems possible. But it's not just confidence. It's an unrealistic sense of your abilities that can get you into trouble. Financially, socially, or even legally. This isn't about arrogance. It's a symptom. It's the brain misjudging reality and pushing you to act on that distorted sense of truth. Can you think of a time when confidence crossed the line into something more unrealistic? Let's talk about one of the most dangerous signs of mania. Decreased need for sleep. Notice the wording, not insomnia. During mania, people don't feel tired. You might go days on 2 or 3 hours of sleep and feel totally fine. In fact, you may feel more alive than ever. But this isn't sustainable. Sleep deprivation fuels the fire. The longer you go without real rest, the more likely your thoughts become disorganized, your mood becomes erratic, and your behaviors become risky. Sleep is one of the earliest warning signs that something's shifting in your brain. If you or someone you love suddenly stops needing sleep but seems unusually upbeat, focused, or energized, don't ignore it. Could lack of sleep be your early alarm bell? With all this energy and euphoria comes another challenge. Impulsivity. You might spend thousands of dollars on things you don't need, or say yes to risky sexual encounters, or quit your job on a whim, convinced a bigger opportunity is just around the corner. In the moment, these decisions feel right, logical even, but after the mania lifts, the consequences become painfully clear. Mania affects your executive functioning, the part of your brain responsible for planning, weighing pros and cons, and inhibiting dangerous impulses. That's why people in a manic state often don't recognize they're unwell. Have you ever looked back at a decision and wondered, what was I thinking? In severe cases, mania can include psychotic features. That means delusions, false beliefs, or hallucinations. You might believe you're a famous person, that you're being followed by the government, or that you've been given a special mission by a higher power. Psychosis doesn't always look scary or dangerous. It can be subtle, a shift in how you interpret reality, a feeling of spiritual importance that slowly becomes consuming. These are medical emergencies. They need immediate care, not judgment. If you or someone you love is experiencing a break from reality, please seek help urgently. One of the most difficult things about mania is that it often feels good, at least in the beginning. Because of that, people often deny they're in a manic episode. Friends and family may see the signs, but the person experiencing mania might feel they're finally better after a long depression. This lack of insight is a symptom in itself, and it can make treatment incredibly difficult. How do you tell someone they're sick when they feel the best they've felt in months? What goes up must come down. After a manic episode, many people experience intense shame, regret, and confusion. Depression often follows. The contrast between feeling unstoppable and suddenly worthless can be devastating. You may lose relationships, jobs, housing, even your sense of self. Mania isn't just a phase. It can leave real, lasting consequences. Recovery means picking up those pieces, but it also means learning how to manage symptoms before they spiral out of control again. Have you ever had to rebuild after the storm? Everyone's experience with mania is different, but many people report common triggers: stress, lack of sleep, major life changes, substance use, even certain medications. Knowing your own early warning signs is crucial. These might include needing less sleep, talking more than usual, feeling unusually confident, spending more money, increased interest in sex, starting lots of new projects. Catch it early, and you may be able to prevent a full episode. Keep a mood journal. Build a support system. Let people you trust know what to look for. What are your early signs? The good news? Mania is treatable. Mood stabilizers, antipsychotics, and therapy can all help, but it takes time to find the right combination. Patience and persistence are key. You're not broken. You're not beyond help. With the right support, it's absolutely possible to live a rich, full life even with bipolar disorder. Treatment isn't about dulling your personality. It's about giving you control back so you can thrive without spiraling. And if you're supporting someone through mania, your role is invaluable. Learn, listen, be patient. Encourage them to get help, even if they don't think they need it yet. If today's episode helped you understand mania just a little more deeply, mindfully consider liking this video, leaving a comment, subscribing to Bipolar Talks, and sharing it with someone who needs to hear this. Your voice, your story, and your support matter more than you know. And finally, this video is for informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult a qualified mental health expert for your specific needs. Thanks for joining us today on Bipolar Talks. Stay mindful, stay kind, and we'll see you in the next episode.